And good afternoon, San Antonio. Welcome to the Happy Handyman Show. I'm Trudy Chook, broadcasting live for Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware. Going to be here for the next 30 minutes, and we're going to talk about so much fun. We're going to talk about maintenance around the house. We're going to talk about getting ready for Super Bowl, whether or not you're going to be watching or not. And then we're going to tell you how to clean up after the Super Bowl. It's going to be a really good show. Now, if you've never tuned into the show before, we are broadcasting live, like I said, from the store, which is 2361 Northwest Military Highway, which is about 2 miles north of Loop 410, right past the light at Lock Hill, Selma. If you want to call the store, the number is 210-341-1573. Now, like I said, if you've never tuned into the show before, welcome to the show. I'm Trudy Chook. I'm the manager of Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware. We've been in the hardware and lumber business for over 81 years. And so this is something that we love to do in this store. If you've never been by, it's 11,000 square feet of everything that you need as far as maintenance around the house. That means lawn and garden, plumbing, hardware, electrical, paint, and then, of course, right at the front of the store, we have a beautiful gift shop that can help you with any kind of gift that you need to give, whether that be a birthday gift, whether that I haven't seen you in a long time gift, or if it's a gift for yourself. So let's just start out right there. So maybe you're not quite ready for Valentine's Day. Let me show you some things that you can do to be ready for Valentine's Day next week. So, pink panache. If the person that you want to give a Valentine's gift to likes jewelry, well, why not jewelry made right here in Texas? And that's pink panache. They have all these beautiful jewels, and I'm showing them on Facebook right now. So if you want to jump on Facebook, you can see what I'm showing you. The ones we're showing right now are they're pink, and they have Swarovski crystals in them. That's what's special about pink panache. And then they also do matching bracelets that are so easy to wear. Their jewelry runs anywhere from about $30, from $15 to $30. Those earrings are $39.99. They're really beautiful. Now, if you are wanting to give something for someone that wants more of a tool, well, why not Milwaukee? We have got a great gift idea from Milwaukee, and this Milwaukee has an impact driver in it, a battery, and a charger. Now, you never see that. They'll give you the battery, but they won't give you the charger. And the charger costs almost as much as the whole tool costs. But this is all together, plus it comes in a great little contractor bag. So it's a great gift, and even better price, it's $99. So it's if you're looking for a gift for a person in your house that likes to play with tools, that's a great gift idea. But how about the kids? We have this adorable line that we just got in, and it's called a Kid Go Play Kit. And it has all these different, it's Play-Doh, like if you make your own Play-Doh, so it's all safe, and it smells good. This one smells like vanilla, I think. And they make all these little kits. This one says Donut Shop, and they have all these little things that you can make donuts with, and it's just a great little gift idea. Great for kids working with their hands and stuff like that, and several different kinds. So come on in and take a look in the gift area if you haven't, and if you're not prepared for Valentine's Day. So let's talk about Super Bowl that's tomorrow. And how do you get ready for Super Bowl? Well, for one thing, you need the right snacks, right? So Fredericksburg Farms, we carry Fredericksburg Farms. You no longer will have to drive all the way to Fredericksburg, only if you want to, and get the luscious, they have jellies, they have mustards, they have salsas, and the ones that we were showing this weekend, we showed a really hot salsa, and that one is called caliente. Makes sense, right? And then, but they also have some very mild ones, South Texas salsa, and then we showed, no, that one's also hot. And then for the mild ones, the Rio Grande black bean, we were showing that one today. It is so good. You don't just have to use it on chips and stuff. You could use it on anything. You could put it on top of tacos. You could put it on enchiladas. You could put it on pork chops. It's just a really nice salsa. A lot of flavor, not a lot of heat. And then the Watershed Ranch is also mild. So if you're thinking you can't have salsa because you can't handle the hot and the pepper, well, try out those other ones from Fredericksburg Farms. They also have some great mustards that we were showing. They have a bunch, but this one that we showed today is called Texas Sweet Jalapeno. Not hot. I mean, yes, there's a little bit there, but not anything that would bother you. That is such a good mustard. Put it on hot dogs. You can put it on your hamburgers, and it is excellent. Now, dips. You want to make a dip for tomorrow? Carmies and Wind and Willow have some of the best dips. The Carmies you need to make the night before. All you do is mix them up with sour cream. Same thing with Wind and Willow. And the next day you have such a really good dip that you can just show with chips or crackers or anything like that. Now, Carmies also makes a dipping oil, so you could do a dipping oil and have croutons around it to dip, or bread around it to dip. We were showing bread, and it's really good, but you can also use it to season with, which I kind of like. I buy those things and I just sprinkle them on top of my meats or my chicken or turkey, and it adds a lot of flavor with not a lot of salt. And hey, we're all trying to do that. And then for something sweet, well, there's nothing better than an old-fashioned strawberry jam. And let me tell you, I've had a lot of jams and jellies in my life because Mom and Dad used to have that every day, every morning with toast. And I don't usually like to start my day with something sweet. But their strawberry jam is wonderful. It is so good, but it's not so sweet that it makes your jaw hurt, you know. It's just a really nice flavor. Now, we showed it on top of just a pound cake, but it would be so good on a nice toasted bagel, even for dessert at nighttime. So these are some of the things that I thought maybe you run by real quick. Hey, the Super Bowl is not till 5:30 tomorrow, so you have plenty of time tomorrow. We're open 11 to 5 tomorrow. You can come by and get some of this yummy stuff. So let me tell you where we're located again. We're at 2361 Northwest Military Highway. The store is going to be open today till 6:30. Now, we also have an event going on, and I'm saying it right now. I might not have said it earlier. The wheel to spin the wheel in the gift shop will keep it on until 6:30 this afternoon. The food is pretty much pooped out, okay? We don't have any more food left. But if you want to come spin the wheel, there's like 15% off, 20% off, some free items. So if you were thinking about coming by the store and you have time, come on by, spin the wheel. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're getting ready and you're going to have company over tomorrow, whether that be friends or family, you know, there's always some cleaning to do. So let's talk about some of my favorite cleaning products that are tried and true and work every time. For cleaning your toilets and in the shower, glass shower doors, and in a porcelain tub, Delete Germ. Delete Germ is a product that we've probably had 40 years. It is a really good hard water destroyer. It will get rid of all the hard water in your toilet. It will get rid of all the hard water and soap scum in your porcelain tub and in your ceramic tile surround. So it will take, and because lots of times people say, you know, my tub doesn't look as shiny as it used to. It just looks kind of dull, and when I step in it, it feels rough. Well, that's hard water and soap scum, and they just like piggyback on top of each other until pretty soon you do not have a shiny bathtub anymore. It's a very dull tub. But let me tell you, the delete germ will break through all of that so quickly and so easily. You do not want, you just put it on, you clean immediately, and you rinse. And it gives a nice, clean, it almost smells like peppermint. I don't know what's in it that smells like peppermint, but there's something in it and it smells really good. And on your tile surround, if the tile doesn't look as good and as shiny as it used to, try some delete germ. I'm telling you, it's going to save you. We had a guy that came in here one time, and he was wanting to get a new bathtub, and he was really saying, I don't want to do this. I know it's a hassle to have to remove a tub, and it is. And so we suggested that he just try to clean it. And he called back the next week and said, you saved me so much money. The tub was just dirty. It's all it was. It didn't look that dirty, but it didn't shine anymore. And that's like what I said. It's hard water, soap scum, hard water, soap scum. We have this hardest water here in San Antonio, and it really does a number on porcelain and ceramic tile. And it's really hard on your toilet too. So what I would do is in your toilet, I would put it in the night before, let it sit overnight. The next morning you get up and use a really good toilet bowl brush and then flush, and it cleans from the inside out. Now what about your stainless steel? Because probably people will be around in the kitchen helping you get stuff together. So what is a really good cleaner for stainless steel? And it's called Sheila Shine. So you can clean your refrigerator, your dishwasher. If you have some stainless on the front of your stove, it's really good for that. For your floors, hands down, it's gonna be Quick Shine. Quick Shine will clean wood, and they call it this, Quick Shine Multi-Surface Floor Finish and Floor Cleaner. Of course, you want to use the cleaner first. You do not want to lock in any dust or grime or dirt, so we're going to clean it first. But they're cleaners, they make your job so easy. You can clean and you don't even have to rinse, so you don't have to go back and mop all over again. It will completely remove all the dust and the grime. And then you can use Quick Shine Floor Finish to provide a beautiful shine with just one coat. It's the most simple floor cleaning system I have ever found. And this is what's nice about it. It is not a wax, it is a polymer finish, which means one thing, you never have to strip it off. When it's not as shiny anymore, just put another coat on and it just melts into each other and you have a beautiful shine all over again. Let me tell you where we're located in case any of this is sounding a little exciting to you. It's 2361 Northwest Military Highway, which is 2 miles north of Loop 410. The store is going to be open today to 6:30, and let me give you the phone number in case you have a question. 210-341-1573. Now what about outside? What can you do to clean? This is all prep work. Remember, we're going to do afterwards. Prep work, if you have like dingy driveway, sidewalks are kind of dingy too. And when I say dingy, I don't just mean like they've got kind of dirt on them. I mean they've got ground in dirt. If you have pecan trees and they fall on that and the leaves stain, you know how the kind of staining that can do. If you have rust spots on your driveway or on your sidewalks, there's a product called Cleancrete. Cleancrete is a great cleaner, easy to use. All you do is put it on, sprinkle it on. It's going to immediately foam up. You're going to give it a scrub with a broom and rinse right away. And it will brighten and give a nice light color to your concrete. Just to remember, work quickly, rinse thoroughly. So, and then the thing to put on your hose. Hey Karen, how you doing? And hi Cindy, and hey Jean. Thank you so much for being a part of the show this morning. If you want to be watch us on Facebook, we're at On Facebook, I think it's under, isn't this a shame? Johnny Chooks Home and Hardware. Okay, you'll find us out there. If you see me in a blue shirt with headphones on, you know you hit the right place. All right, Big Shot. Put that on the end of your hose. This little Big Shot is so great. It will do a power sweep, it will do a spray, and it will do a pinpoint. So if you've got something that you want to get off and you need to pinpoint it, this is it. But this is also done by disabled vets, and it's all brass, and it works. I have one. It was probably 15 years old, and it still works just as good. It uses 40% less water, but provides 40% more power. It's called Little Big Shot. Okay. All right. So now let's pretend it's Monday, and the crew is all gone home. And when you go in there, you notice the room does not quite look the same as it used to. We enjoyed that football game. We laughed at all the commercials. We wondered if Trump and Swifty were going to get into it, and you're going to find out. All right, so let's say there's an oil stain on your granite. You don't know who left it there, but all of a sudden it's there. What do? And let me tell you, getting oil stains out of granite is not for the faint of heart, unless you've got a product to help you. And Stone Tech makes a product called So Current Oil Stain Remover. Okay, and it's for natural stones, so granite, things like that, masonry, and grout. And what it is it will pull out deep oil and grease. Why does oil get down in granite? I think we always assume that granite is indestructible, but it's not. Okay, it can get oil stains on it. It can get water stains on it too. And this, you just put it on, and it's like a poultice. Remember, like millions of years ago when people used to talk about that? And it goes on, and you leave it on for about 48 hours, up to 72 hours. And it will suck up this oil out from the granite. And then you clean it off, and it's a solvent base, so it's going to have a little bit of an odor to it. And then you let it completely dry for about another 48 hours. And then it will have pulled the oil stain out, and it will leave you with a clean countertop. Then the reason you have an oil stain is because your granite was not sealed, and you need to seal it. And it's so easy to do with granite gold. Granite gold, you just spray it on, you wipe it down, and then you buff it and leave it alone for, I think, 24 hours. All the instructions are on the back. And when you come into the store, if you have a question, just come find me, and we'll go right over there, and we'll get the answer to your question taken care of. And then, but that's why you get an oil stain. That's why you get a water stain, is because your granite is not sealed. And let me tell you, when people install granite, they do not seal it. I don't know why. It makes sense that they would, but they don't. So you need to take that on yourself and seal, and especially since it's so easy with granite gold. But to remove the oil, Stone Tech's the only person that I know of that has an oil stain remover, and we have it still here at the store. Now, what about spots on your carpet? Maybe you have carpet. You're the few people that have carpet still. Let me tell you, Folex makes an instant carpet spot remover. And this one, pet accidents, grease, ink, red wine, coffee, blood, rust, food, cosmetics, pretty much everything, okay? And the Folex, it's rated #1. Hi, Debbie. How are you? And it's rated #1 on Amazon. Now, that doesn't usually, like, make me switch one way or the other, but I'm telling you, this stuff is really good. We used to have one a long time ago, and we can't get it anymore. It's not made anymore, but this Folex, right there with them. So if you've got some spots in the carpet or in the upholstery, maybe in your couch or something like that, or somebody got super excited and they flung chips and stuff everywhere and it landed in your draperies, or even on your clothes, then use the Folex. It's really, really good. And then what if you find the next day that someone left a glass someplace and you didn't even see it the night before, and now when you lifted up that glass, you have a white ring left on your furniture. Well, you want to take care of that immediately instead of later, and you want to use a product called White Ring Remover. It's made by Homex. It's this little treated cloth that you just wipe over that hazy mark, and that haze is where water has gotten down to the varnish, and it's taken the shine away from the varnish. And so when you use this white ring remover, because it's a solvent based also, it will pull that water back out of there and your varnish will look good again. But you want to take care of it while it's still white and hazy, okay? And it's super simple. White ring remover, you can use it over and over and over again, okay? Well, what about in your bathroom and all of a sudden you've got some clogged toilets? What do you do for that? Well, there's a lot of things to use, but if you think it's a serious clog, we have a product. I don't talk about it very often because we can't ship it. And lots of times when I'm talking about this, I get calls from other places in Texas and they say, hey, will you ship that to me? Will you ship that to me? I cannot ship this, but you can come by the store and pick it up anytime. And it's called Clean Line. And this thing is a serious drain opener. You can only use it in the toilet or in the washing machine drain, but it will keep you from having to call a plumber as long as it's not plastic. If somebody threw a rubber ducky down your toilet and flushed it, then you're going to have to call a plumber. But if it's anything else, then Clean Line works, and it's super concentrated, and as long as you treat it the right way, it's very safe, okay? But it works unbelievably well. All right, so what else will you be taking care of? Well, what if you want to clean the floors? Remember we talked about quick shine floor finish. What about if you noticed when everybody was outside that you had some ants in the yard? And so what do you do about that? Well, if it's more than ants, if it's ants, fleas, and cockroaches and stuff like that, because you can get those things outside too, not just inside the house. Taro makes an ant killer, okay? And what is so cool is, like I said, it takes care of a lot of other pests too. Like it kills ants. It does do fire ants. I had pretty much thought only Amdro would take care of fire ants, but they say fire ants on this. Roaches, fleas, and other insects. And it's safe around kids. You want to water it in, and it's got a shaker bag. It's resealable, so if you just have one area that you're having problems with, you can just water it in and put it in that one area. Now, let me tell you, if you've got problems inside the house, I hadn't wanted to talk about this the last 2 weeks because we were completely out on the shelf, and that is clobber. If you see ants and roaches inside the house, there is the best product made right here in Texas, and it's safe around children and pets. I have used it, and I have used a similar product like that for probably 15 years. It's been 15 years since I paid someone to do pest control at my house, and you can do that too. Or maybe you have a pest control, and then before it's time for them to come back, you see some pests, and so what do? Well, you can use the clobber, and all you do is just spray around all the baseboards. It's a real light water-based product. It doesn't smell, and it doesn't stain, so you can use it if you have carpet, if you have wood. It will not stain, and it does an excellent job. What I do is I put Little Max in the car, I go back inside my house, and I spray quickly. It takes me maybe 20 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes to spray the inside of my house. And then in 20 minutes it's dry. When I come home in the afternoon, there's no smell. Max is not interested in anything. He doesn't go sniffing, so I know it's safe. And then I don't see pests for 60 days. Whenever I do see something, I know I've waited too long. Now, they also make a companion product that you want to use on the outside of the house. So because it's oil-based and it stinks and it takes longer to dry, I like to use it in my garage, and I just spray around all the edge, the perimeter of the garage, and it soaks in to the concrete, because concrete's like a sponge, and it'll get pulled down in there. You won't be able to smell it like you would inside your house, and it stops pests there and then in your house. You can also use the VS 102 on a covered patio, in your shed, in your boathouse, in your well house, any place where bugs and things like that are a problem, then that's what you want to use, okay? Let me tell you where we're located again, and I hope you enjoyed the show. We're at 2361 Northwest Military Highway, which is 2 miles outside Loop 410. The phone number is 210-341-1573. And that's it for this week, folks. It's time for you to roll up your sleeves and get busy on some of these projects we've been talking about. But by all means, you remember one thing. It will always be a great day to paint. See you next week.